Hey guys, and welcome back to the J2O channel, and this is your review of Group D, the group that contains France, Austria, Netherlands and Poland, and it's just ended. Netherlands 2, Austria 3, and in the France game it ends France 1, Poland 1. I mean, wow. Wow. Do we have a lot to get into with this one? Can I just say, first of all, Austria, well done. They have topped this group, guys. They've actually topped this group. Wow. And I can't say I'm shocked. I can't say I'm shocked. With the way those other two teams have been performing this tournament, I can't say I'm shocked. Austria, look, before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. This is your review of Group D. Group C will be coming later on. The review of that group will be coming later on because England play in less than an hour. They play Slovenia and Denmark play Serbia. So we're going to see what happens in that group and see who tops the group because you never know with England, you know. But yeah, let's just get back into it, man. I mean, where do we even start? I mean, I think there's a lot to get into in terms of these three teams. Where do we start? I think we have to start with Austria because I think Austria absolutely deserve. Don't let anyone tell you Austria didn't deserve to top that group. They absolutely did. They were the most well-drilled team. They were the best performing team. They were the most impressive team in this group. 100%. They actually played brilliantly in all three games. They're one of the few teams in this tournament that I can definitely say they played very well in all three games that they played in this group. I can't say the same for certain other nations, but I can definitely say it for Austria. Wow. Ralph Ragnick. Wow, I mean, I remember when he was at the Man United job, and you know what it is, yeah? I saw what he was trying to do there, but the players tried to make him look like a mug. The media, they were onto him a lot in England. I'm very happy he didn't stay at Man United post his time when he was obviously the interim manager, because I'm telling you right now, he would have fixed that football club. Trust me, look what he's doing with these players, man. I can't even name you most of their players. I only know the likes of David Alaba, and he's not even fit enough to play at all. But they've got Arnautovic, they've got Schmidt, they've got Sabitzer, they've got Lima who came off the bench today. These are good players, man. They've got solid players all over the park. You know, technically gifted. They move the ball well. And today against Netherlands, they were on it from the get-go. And with them topping the group before we really get into the game and why they deserve to win and the goals and stuff like that, Austria, now that they finished top, means they will face second place from Group E, which will either be Turkey, Czech Republic, or Georgia. Definitely will be one of those three teams because Portugal have topped the group as they did beat Turkey 3-0 in convincing fashion. So even though Portugal, if they were to somehow lose to, I think it's Georgia they face, even if Turkey beat Czech Republic, they'll still top the group. So yeah, look, Austria, they'll fancy themselves. They will fancy themselves against whoever comes second in that group. I'm telling you right now, because this is a well-drilled team. Tactically, Ralph Ragnick, spot on. Players technically gifted. They move the ball well. They press so aggressively. They're tenacious. They scored some really good goals today. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, when you look at the game, they were on it from minute one. They were mainly playing down the left-hand side. And eventually that's how the goal comes. Ball gets played out to the left back. The left back puts the cross in, and Marlon, who really had a stinker today. I mean, boy, what a poor game. What a poor game from him, man. I mean, he had a chance later on to resurrect himself and make up for his own goal, but he just fluffed his lines, and, you know, it was a bad effort and it went out wide. But yeah, the ball goes in, he slides in, he takes a touch on the ball, and it goes in the back of the net. It is what it is. It's kind of unfortunate, but it's poor from him. If his positioning was right in the first place, he wouldn't have even been in that position that ended up in the own goal, because his positioning for when the ball was played out to the left-hand side was poor anyway. But it was nothing that Austria didn't deserve. They absolutely deserved that goal. They deserved to go 1-0 up. and they just kept playing their football. The Netherlands were poor in that first half. Goodness me, man. And this is what I said with the Netherlands, right? Before I heard the news about Frankie de Jong's injury, I actually looked at this Netherlands team and I thought, you know what? They could do something in this tournament. But when Frankie de Jong got injured alongside other players, I'm pretty sure, I forgot their names, but Frankie de Jong was the main one. When I did my predictions video, I said, look, everyone's going to expect Netherlands to finish second. But I've got Austria finishing above them. I have Austria finishing second, and I have Netherlands finishing third. But I believe they will go through as one of the best third place teams, and they have. Even before the game started, they were going to go through anyway, and they're definitely going through. They have more points than Hungary, who are probably going to go through. They have more points than Croatia as well. They're one of the best third place teams in terms of goal difference and points as well. So yeah, they absolutely do go through, definitely. And apparently they could face England depending on where England finish tonight. They could face England. So boy, let's see how England do tonight and see if where they finish and stuff like that. But yeah, man, absolutely crazy. I mean, they were just poor, man. And that's just been them throughout this tournament for me, you know. I didn't make a review on their game against Poland. And I can't lie, yes, Weghorst got the winner, but they were poor in that game. I wasn't that impressed with them either then. You know, against France, I can understand why they played the way they did. It's France to an extent. Although France, we're going to get to them later, and they're poor as well. I mean, bloody hell, I must say, guys, I mean, just to take a pause, I mean, loads of these nations have been poor. These big nations have been poor, man. So poor. It's actually unreal. When you actually think about it, England, regardless of how they perform tonight, overall, poor. Portugal, poor. I know they beat Turkey 3-0, but Turkey gave the game to them, let's be real. France, poor. Netherlands, poor. Italy, poor. Poor. These guys are poor, man. Belgium, poor. Why is it only Spain that actually look the most competent team in terms of all the big nations? The actual only team that look like they're playing well. It's absolute madness. But yeah, Netherlands playing that first half, uninspiring. Not much is happening. Obviously in the second half, Van Dijk probably gives them a bollocking, so does Ronald Koeman. They come out like a house on fire. Xavi Simons gets on the ball, gives it to Cody Gakpo. His first touch, cuts inside, takes a shot in the back of the net. Really, really, really good finish from him. And now Netherlands are 1-1 basically straight away in the second half. And then Austria, they're just like, okay, we'll come back again. Eventually they do. Ball goes out wide. I think it was Sabitzer who put the cross in. Maybe I'm wrong. But the Austrian player put it in the back of the net with his header. The Vrij, I mean, yeah, he gets a foot on it and it goes in. And yeah, I think it was Schmidt who actually scored the goal. I'm not quite sure though. But yeah, it's a header. It's a decent effort and it goes in the back. And then you think to yourself, okay, 2-1. Austria back, you know? And then obviously the Netherlands, they come back again all of a sudden. And it's 2-2. Memphis Depay. I'm pretty sure it was a long ball out to Weghorst, who came on, and you could feel his presence on the field. He definitely made an impact. The geezer's just slow. It's unfortunate. It showed in that last moment when Van Dijk played a really nice ball in behind. And Weghorst, look, if he's quicker, trust me guys, if he's 3 seconds quicker than normal, he definitely gets to that ball because he was proper slow, man. He made that ball look bad because his running style, you know what I mean? It's an absolute madness. But could feel his presence. Depay takes a touch, and it ends up in the back of the net. He sort of volleys it into the back of the net. It was a really good finish. For some reason, the referee gave it a handball, and we saw the replay from like all sorts of different angles, and I never saw a handball. And I don't know why it took so long for the ref to understand that it wasn't a handball and it's a clean goal from the Dutch. The fact that he even had to go and check it himself, it's like the VAR can surely just tell him that, yo, there's no handball whatsoever. We're 100% confident there is no handball whatsoever. So I don't even know why he went to check. But eventually the right decision was made. It was a goal given, rightly so. And you think is okay, 2-2, they're back in it. Can the Netherlands maybe go and win it and top this group, seeing as France are messing about against Poland? Like I said, we'll get to them. But they don't. Austria come back. Sabitzer, the ball gets played to him. Van Dijk, I'm sorry, mate. The Dutch defenders, they have their line. Their line is here, right? Van Dijk, for some reason, is here. And he keeps Sabitzer on side. I saw the replay of Sabitzer's goal. And Van Dijk keeps him on side. If Van Dijk is in line with his other centre-backs and his other players, his teammates, that would not be a goal for Austria. But it is, because Van Dijk, for some reason, just bozo moment. Like, come on, bro. Poor. Just poor from Van Dijk. And Sabitzer hit into the roof of the net. What a finish. Does the Cole Palmer celebration. I'm telling you lot, Cole Palmer's influence on football right now is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Austria deserved it. They deserved the win. They deserved to top the group. They were brilliant against France, and they were unlucky not to get something in that game. They were brilliant against Poland and dealt with them 3-1, easy peasy. And today, they were absolutely fantastic against the Dutch. Obviously, the Dutch have some quality players, so when they do turn it on, they're not going to make it easy for you. Hence why they scored the 2 goals. They do have good players. Depay is a good player. Xavi Simons is a good player. Do you know what I'm saying? Cody Gakpo's he's an okay. He's not that good, I'm not gonna lie. I don't personally rate him. It's a bit like Szoboszlai of Hungary. I don't really rate these brothers, and they both play for Liverpool. So boy, Arnie Slot, you know, you got a job to do there, mate. Coaching those guys, no Jurgen, no but Klopp anymore. Liverpool, I'm looking out for you next season. You could be in a struggle with those 2 players and others. But hey, we're not talking about club football over here, man. We're talking about the Euros. This tournament's been great, man. I mean, you know, yesterday and the day before, we had back-to-back daggers with late goals. Today was just entertainment in at least the Austria game. And like I said, they 1,000% deserve to top this group. Well drilled, tactically, technically, brilliant. The pressing, fantastic. The way they move the ball, fantastic. They've been so good, man. And they're a team that can go far, guys. Trust me, look out for Austria. These men can go far. Whether they can win it, I'm not sure about that, but they can go far. They're well drilled, guys. They're well coached. I can see why Rangnick rejected the Bayern job, because he's got something good going on with Austria. I'm not going to lie, man. And people disrespect Rangnick, saying he's not a coach in that. So, yeah. Anyway, we move on from that. Austria topped the group. They will face second place from Group E. France now. France, Poland. Ah, bloody hell, mate. Where do we start with this one? I mean, France. It just sums up their tournament. You know, it just sums up their tournament so far. Poor. You saw them against Netherlands. Poor. You saw them against Austria. Underwhelming. Today, very uninspiring. Oh my God. For a team with so much talent, they're just so bland and boring. And who do we have to blame for that? Didier Deschamps. The French Gareth Southgate, blood. Yeah? This brother is so lucky, yeah, that he's been the manager of a squad full of world-class players during his time there. Because it's an absolute crime what he's doing right now. It's an absolute crime what I'm seeing from this manager. He's so lucky in 2018. Belgium didn't beat them. Oh my days. He's lucky he had Pogba in that team. Blaise Matuidi, N'Golo Kante when he was younger, Mbappe on the rise, you know, Griezmann, you get me, Giroud when he was younger, you know what I'm saying, he had Varane at the back, you get me, now he's got Upamecano, Upabozo, blood, yeah, I saw Chelsea were linked to this guy not long ago, Upabozo, we're gonna get to the penalty in a moment, bruv, and the whole drama around that, but France just uninspiring. You're playing Mbappe up front. Why are you playing Mbappe up front? Why? I'm actually confused. You saw this guy put up an absolute all-timer tournament at the World Cup just short of 2 years ago. When he was playing on the left, it was Giroud and it was Ousmane Dembele. And in this tournament, he's decided, in the first game, I'm going to switch between Lilian Thuram and Mbappe. Sometimes Lilian plays on the left and it's Mbappe up front. And then Mbappe's on the left and Marcus Thuram, not Lilian. Lilian's a miles better player than his son, Marcus Thuram. Thuram's a decent player, but he's not better than his dad. Anyway, in this game here, he's playing Pacol on the left, Ousmane on the right, Mbappe up front. And Mbappe, he doesn't want to be there. By the way he played today, he doesn't want to be up front. He doesn't want to hold the ball up. That's why Giroud's there, bruv. That's why Thuram is there, no? Honestly, man, I'm seeing him drop deep. and stuff. I'm thinking, what is this? The guy should be on the left, getting the ball, driving at players. He can't even do that in this system. Can't even do that. Barcola, not that good today. Ousmane Dembele, uninspiring. You get me? Why is Rabiot playing in this team still? He seems to be very important to Southgate the same way Henderson was important to Southgate, sorry. Rabiot's importance to Deschamps is like Southgate valuing Henderson and Calvin Phillips and that. Honestly, man, it's an absolute joke. For so much talent. Oh, and then Mbappe, you know, the guy had never scored in the Euros before today. Can you believe that, guys? Mbappe has never scored a goal at the Euros before today's game. And his first goal was obviously a penalty. Is it a penalty? Yes, it is a penalty. Ousmane Dembele, he goes past Kivior. Kivior catches him. It's a penalty. France go 1-0 up. Okay, fine. You expect them maybe, Poland are maybe going to go for it as they performed pretty well and they're playing for pride and maybe the space opens up for France. Nope. Doesn't happen. Lewandowski gets a penalty. Really poor from Upamecano. Bozo, man. What a crap defender. Why does he play over Konate? In fact, it's always with Deschamps. It's like these recent years, it's Upamecano and it's either Saliba or Konate or somebody else or Varane or something like that. Upamecano seems to be the mainstay in this France team at the back. I don't get it. The guy is a bozo. The guy doesn't know what he's doing, bruv. He's a foolish centre-back. That's why Tuchel played Eric Dyer over him. Okay, during Champions League, because the guy is unreliable. And you know what? I actually think he has some good qualities, but the guy's concentration is just not there, and he has too much of a bozo gene. He's too mistake prone. He's prone to a mistake a lot. And that's why he's not reliable, man. And he gives away the penalty. Lewandowski takes it in his first attempt. Matt Maignan makes the save at first, but it has to get retaken because Matt Maignan's both of his feet were off the line as Lewandowski striked the ball. So he had to retake it. And Lewandowski put it in the same place. Mike Maignan couldn't get there. And he put it in the back of the net. Poland, look, they're already out before this tournament even started. But at least they put in a performance. At least they played for pride. At least they put in a performance that their fans can at least be proud of. They can walk out of this Euros a little bit proud, at least. You know what I'm saying? Even though they've been very, very disappointing. And maybe they'll look back and think they were unlucky. You know, in the game against Netherlands, they probably should have thought, oh, we should have got something in that game. Austria were too good for them. And today they put up an effort against France. But who knows? Maybe if something was on the line, they would have bottled it maybe. Who knows? So maybe the fact that they were out, there was no pressure. And that's why they performed today. But regardless, fair play to them. Fair play. France, just been uninspiring. I think alongside England, they've probably been the most disappointing team. I'd say they have. Depending on how England played tonight, France have definitely been the most disappointing team in the Euros so far. I mean, for all the talent they have, Deschamps is killing them, man. I'm not understanding the tactics. I'm not understanding the style. I don't understand playing Mbappe up front, man. Oh, my days. If he does that for Real Madrid, fine, whatever. This Vinicius, this flipping Rodrigo. You get me. Okay, Jude's been playing in the 10 and that at times. Okay, fine. There's actual quality there. Here, he's the best player. He's the best player. He's your captain. You made him captain. And then you're putting him out of position. Like, what is he doing, bruv? What is he? Is Deschamps just regressing as a manager? Because you played him on the left at the World Cup. You saw what he did, and now you're playing him up front. I don't get it. I don't understand. Honestly, so frustrating, man. But yeah, France finished second. I'm not sure who they play in the next round. It'll probably be either, I think they might face whoever's first from the next group. Maybe Group E. Do they maybe face a Portugal or something like that? I'm not quite sure, but we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, Austria topped the group. France finished second. Netherlands finished third. And Poland finished fourth. In terms of my predictions, I got the bottom two right. I knew Netherlands would finish third. And I had them going through as one of the best third place teams. That's happened. And I have Poland finishing bottom because at the end of the day, they just don't do anything in these tournaments despite some of the players that they do have like Lewandowski and co. So, yeah. Austria topped the group. France, disappointing. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Anyway, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you guys later for for England's group where they play Slovenia and Denmark versus Serbia. That will be Group C review. This is Group D. So yeah, I don't know why Group C didn't play first, but anyway, whatever. I'll see you guys later. Peace.